Chapter 2, Disturbance. You just got the shock of your life. The Moonstone Idol, which is supposed to react to alphas, has reacted to you. You stare on the fire pit at the shocked expressions of your pack. Tal. Why is everyone looking at me like that? You shove the Moonstone Idol into Channing's hands and lift your own, as if in surrender. Tal, are you an alpha? No, that can't be possible. I'm not the alpha. Channing is. Channing, I don't know what's going on. You have to believe me. I do, Tal, I promise. Just breathe, okay? You look between Lupe, Asher, and Kala, who all look stunned and wary. Tal. She falls silent again, and your stomach twists when she looks down. Do they not trust me? Do they think I knew about this? You rise to your feet and hurry off, unable to deal with the silence. Tal, wait. Bet you're already deep in the woods, already shifting as you run away. What the hell is happening to me? You rush to the edge of the lake, then shift back into your human form and collapse. Moments later, you hear loping paw falls and turn to see Channing just as he transforms back into a human. Tal, baby, hey. Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? The idol's obviously broken. I don't care what Gale says. Those witches or whatever obviously screwed up. You dig your nails into your palms, feeling agitated and on edge. If the idol's broken, then none of us are safe. Seriously, Tal, breathe. The idol isn't broken. Whether you like it or not, it does seem like you're becoming an alpha. Channing crosses to you, his hands rubbing your shoulders as he crouches beside you. Shh, hey, relax, Tal, breathe. You find yourself incapable of disobeying him, taking deep, slow breaths, your shoulders drooping. He smiles. See, you're still following my command. I'm still your alpha. That's way more of a relief than I thought it would be. Channing rubs your arm as he sits beside you. He kisses your head. Whatever's happening, it's either a fluke or something we'll figure out together. How can you be so calm about this? What if I become a threat to you? What if you have no choice but to fight me for dominance? I'd rather die than do that. You're my soulmate, Tal. I won't push you out of the pack no matter what. And if you are becoming an alpha, I'll help you. You want to help me be an alpha? Why not? Little friendly competition to test your strength. Sounds fun. That could be fun. It's been a long time since we've trained together. Not since before I was a werewolf. I can admit I kind of miss being pinned down and roughed up by you. Channing chuckles low in his throat, his hand resting on your thighs, lining up a bit. I won't lie, that's part of the reason I proposed this in the first place. You sigh, leaning against Channing, feeling overwhelmed and confused. I'm glad you're not upset, but the rest of the pack looks so damn confused. What if this is why they listened to me when I barked orders on the bus earlier? That could be the case, but Lupe, Asher, and Kala know you, Tal. They know that whatever's happening to you, if something's happening, you didn't ask for it. You're right. I know you're right. I just can't calm down. He starts to massage your shoulders with his thumbs, making you groan with relief. If you need help calming down, I'm more than happy to help with that. It does sound tempting. Channing kisses your neck languidly, his teeth scraping your skin in a way that makes you shudder with pleasure. Come on, let me take care of you, Tal. Let Channing massage you. You tilt your head a bit, giving Channing more access to your neck so he can kiss further up your neck. Well, if you want to lavish me with love and affection, I guess I can let you. He lets out a rumbling chuckle and stands and pulls you to your feet. Not here. I know a nice, quiet place nearby. You let Channing lead you to a more secluded area of the lake. the two of you sinking into the cool water together. With you sigh contentedly, letting the cool water soothe you. Channing stands behind you, his arms around your waist. This place is beautiful. Perfect. 2 words I've used to describe you. You let your eyelids flutter shut as Channing begins to kiss your neck, his fingers rubbing your shoulders lightly. Keep doing that. Channing hums thoughtfully and continues to kiss your neck, leaving hot trails along your sensitive skin. His hands knead your shoulders a bit more firmly, drawing moans of relief and pleasure from you. His warmth at your back steadies you, and you reach a hand back to grip his hip tightly. You're pretty damn good at this soothing thing, you know? Channing smiles against your neck and makes you shudder when he nips you lightly. Maybe I just know your body well enough to know what it needs. You gasp when one of his hands reaches down to gently knead your chest, making you shiver with desire. You let your head fall back as he massages you. Channing takes advantage of your exposed neck and begins to lavish it with kisses and bites again. You said you were going to calm me down, not rile me up. Channing lets out a low growl against your skin, his clever hand still massaging you. You would calm down if you just relax and let me take care of you. Realizing that you're still wound tight, you try to relax, letting your muscles loosen up for him. Then, in one swift motion, Channing manages to switch his own position and turn you to the bank. He drapes you over the edge of the lake, his hand pressed to your back until you're bent over. This position feels very familiar. Mind out of the gutter. I just need access to your whole back. I'm especially tight in the small of my back. He kisses you between the shoulder blades, his chest to your back. You enjoy his warm weight. Then let out a groan when his fingers gently dig into your waist, kneading the muscle. You were right. You are really tight here, aren't you? You press back against him as his hands massage your waist, your hips, then slide to your lower stomach. You're getting a little handsy there, Channing. I'm just being thorough. You're wound like a spring all over your body. His fingers pressing the muscles in your lower stomach, sending a pulse of heat through you. You're putty in his hands. Your arousal builds as he continues to lavish you with firm touches. By the time you're panting and gasping, he finally leans over and kisses the side of your neck, murmuring in your ear. Seems like maybe you need a more thorough massage. What gave me away? He let out a breathy moan when his thighs line up between your legs. Yup. You drag Channing to you by the hips, your lips pressing gently to his shoulder and neck. That was a creative massage. I hope I'm the only client you've ever treated to that kind of service. Channing laughs breathlessly, his fangs scraping your neck as he kisses it. The first, the last, the only. I'd never touch anyone else like that. Only you. You cup his jaw, rubbing his cheek with your thumb as you smile fondly at him. Only me. I like the sound of that. You languish in each other's arms for a few long moments and finally climb out of the water and lope back to camp. The next day, you're anxious when you and Channing go to the dining hall for breakfast. You're relieved when Gale, Nick, and Opal and the rest of the pack greet you warmly. Hey, Tal, morning. What a beautiful sunny morning it is. Asher yelps and looks at Calla, who seems to have kicked him under the table. Don't oversell it, dummy. You sigh heavily as you sit down at the table beside Gale. You know, you don't have to tiptoe around me. Libby and Asher look sheepishly at each other, then Calla, who looks smug. Fine, Calla. You can gloat, you were right. Calla said you wouldn't like it if we were acting too cautious with you. That's because I know Tal better than both of you combined, and I know she'll be honest when I ask. Did you know you were becoming an alpha before last night? What? No, I swear, I had no idea. I didn't intentionally compel you three on the bus. Hell, I'm not even sure if I am becoming an alpha. I know it's difficult for you to accept, Tal, but the Moonstone Idol can't be lying. The enchantment is set in stone, literally, and it only reacts to alphas in the circle. You know that. You sigh, still not wanting to believe it. Asher voices the question that's heavy on your own mind. If both Channing and Tal are alphas, what does that mean for our pack? I wouldn't worry about that. Whether it's going on with this alpha stuff, I don't plan on making it stick. Channing is our alpha. That hasn't changed. I don't see any reason for it to. You squeeze Channing's knee under the table, and he turns to kiss your head with a contented growl. I'm just glad you trust me to help you figure all this out, babe. His words help to quell the anxiety that's been ebbing and flowing within you since last night. The others sigh. Look, I'm sure there's some dusty history book that has info about dual alpha packs. He's right. There's no way it's never happened. And regardless of that, we'll find a way to make it work. I promise, Tal. Gale gives you a reassuring smile. Channing squeezes your hand underneath the table. You smile, tentatively. I really appreciate the rest of you not freaking out about this. God knows I've been freaking out since last night, since it happened. Listen to what the others say, Tal. We won't drive you out and we won't abandon you. We will find a way to deal with this and we'll do it together. No more talk of running off. Or leaving the pack, or being kicked out. That won't happen and I won't let it happen. Your soul bound tightens a bit as Channing gives you that fierce, determined look. Channing, I love you so much. I don't know what I'd do without you, seriously. Channing chuckles low at his throat, taking your hand and kissing your knuckles. Good thing you'll never have to find out. A bit reassured by your conversation and the others, you manage to enjoy the rest of the breakfast quietly, even though anxiety is still nagging at the back of your mind. Later that morning, you and the others gather near the forest for an activity. Gale is standing with Opal and Nick, each of them holding different colored flags in their hands. You raise your eyebrows. Are we gonna play Capture the Flag? Channing chuckles telepathically, his arm squeezing you a bit. If so, there's gonna be some wolfy twist that helps us practice our abilities. You're excited by that idea, but also nervous. What if some alpha ability rears its head during the hunt? Okay, everyone, thanks for coming. We're kicking off the retreat with a game of... He pauses to let everyone guess, laughing when the entire crowd choruses Capture the Flag. I know, we gave ourselves away with the props here, but I promise, this is like no game you've ever played. He holds up a green flag in his hand. Do I smell grass? Ah, it's for your, wolfish senses. Each of these flags is scented with a different smell. The green smells earthy, like grass. Nick holds up the red flag in his hand. Let me guess, fire? Smells kinda fruity. Bro, you could have bathed this in smoke and made it smell like fire, but okay. The red smells fruity, like tangerine. Finally, Opal holds up a blue flag. It smells like flowers. And the blue smells floral, like jasmine. Gale, Opal, and I are going in different directions with our flags. The goal is to sniff out the green flag with your heightened senses. How are you going to do that in a forest full of greenery? That'll be impressive. The first wolf who sniffs out the green flag wins for their pack, but the flags will change hands so stay alert. As the others chat with their pack, strategizing, Channing leans in. Hey, what if you and I went for the red flag instead? It could be a good way of testing these new alpha instincts of yours. Do you really want to encourage my instincts that bad? I really think we could be playing a dangerous game here, Channing. Tal, seriously, it isn't dangerous. Denying your instincts is worse than honing them. I want to be sure you're aware and in control of your alpha impulses. You can't help seeing the wisdom in his words, but you're still bothered by the thought of these new instincts. He's probably right, though I have to know what I'm dealing with here. You're snapped out of it when Gale calls everyone's attention to the tree line again. Alright everyone, get ready, because we're about to take off. You know, we'll all shift into their wolf forms, clutching their flags in their jaws. Catch us, if you can. The three of them bound into the woods. You all shift, your paws scraping the dirt eagerly as you count down from 10. Then, once you've given them enough of a head start, it's off to the races. You race into the woods alongside Channing, the rest of the wolves peeling off as they search for the green flag. You flare your nostrils, huffing as you sniff the scent of the red flag instead, and catching a floral scent to the north. I smell it too, Jasmine. That's the blue flag. I'm getting wheat grass to the south. That's the green flag. Then the tangerine scent to the west is the red flag. You race off in a westward direction, your paws pounding against the soft earth, Channing at your heels. Good. You've got a keen nose, Tal. We're gaining on the red flag, I can tell. We are, I can sense it. Clear as day, just ahead of us. Atta girl, you've turned into quite the hunter, you know that? You feel a surge of pride when Channing praises you. Despite everything, he's still your alpha. We're just ahead of Channing now, and he's hot on your heels. He growls at a laugh-like sound. Now it's a race. I wonder if you'll be able to get the red flag before I do. You said this would be a test, not a competition. Well, now it's both. Think you're up for a challenge. A primal competitive urge rises within you. The need to dominate, the need to win. You snarl. I'm more than up for it. I'm gonna annihilate you. The sound of Channing's husky laughter fills your mind and it spurs you on, makes you more determined. I don't know why, but I won't be able to stand losing to Channing. He's faster, stronger than me, so I have to be creative to beat him. I should pretend to be hurt, nip his heels, pin him down. Pretend to be hurt. When you're sure Channing isn't looking at you, you kick your paw out to a snap, a low twig. Ouch, damn! Channing suddenly huffs out a surprised growl, and his paws stuttering in place in concern. Tell what happened, are you hurt? You howl out a laugh and bound ahead of him, taking advantage of his distracted state. Oh, I'm fine, just considering I'm about to win. He barks at a growling laugh, shaking his head as he bounds after you. Dirty cheat. I'd be mad if that wasn't so damn clever. You see Nick's tail swishing ahead of you in the clearing. You've nearly gained on him. You're after the wrong flag, Woolsey. Nah, Tal and I are competing for yours, actually, and I'm gonna be the one to get it. I'm not so sure about that. Not when I have such a big lead on you. You soar in the clearing, landing right in front of Nick, and snatch the red flag from his jaws. While you gloat, Channing huffs out a noise and knocks his flank against yours playfully. Okay, alright, not too shabby. If these instincts of yours are already no joke. You snarl out a playful noise, prancing around. You feel the need to gloat, which isn't like you. No joke, please. My instincts are the best out of anyone's, and we both know it. Whoa, damn. That's a hell of a way to talk to your alpha. It's called a joke, Nick. Calm down. Channing whines low in his chest, and you get the feeling he's unsettled by your behavior. Tell seriously, it was just... Suddenly you all freeze when you hear what sounds like... It was a playful howl. We should get back to camp. You race back to camp and turn back into your human forms just in time to see... Face it! You only won because you cheated. Oh, you're such a sore loser. Nowhere in the rules did it say we couldn't bite. Lupe, Kala, and one of the Ryan's wolves, a girl named Posey, are arguing while Asher looks on. You bit Asher hard enough to draw blood. That's a clear rule violation. I'm telling you it's not. Gil never said we couldn't use violence. Your blood boils at the thought of someone biting Asher hard enough to make him bleed. Channing snarls. I want to deal with this before it escalates. But before you can think better of it, you're storming between them, your teeth bared. You bit Asher? We're supposed to bond, not fight. How could you take what was supposed to be a fun game and ruin it like that? Did you have any class? I'm with you, Tell. It was completely classless, but stand down for now and let me handle this. You hear the order and it registers somewhere in the back of your mind that you should obey. But she hurt Asher. There needs to be some discipline here, or at least a talking to. Tal, stand down. You balk and realize suddenly that you've been given off some kind of fierce alpha aura because all the non-alpha wolves in the clearing look terrified of you. Your shoulders sag a little. Hey, no, I wasn't trying to scare anyone. You fall silent. Ryan steps forward with an uncharacteristically stern look at Posey. Tal's right, Posey. What you did wasn't cool. There will be consequences later. Posey flinches. So on that matter, do Kala, Lupe, and Asher. You feel awful for psyching them out. I just wanted to defend Ash. I just let my protective instincts get the better of me. Tal, take a walk. Ryan and I will deal with this ourselves. You flinch as this cool tone command. You don't feel compelled to obey, but you do anyway, loping off into the woods. But the more you walk, the more annoyed you get. How dare Channing talk down to you like that? Why does he think he can just push me around? I'm not just his subordinate. I'm a soulmate, not to mention a fellow alpha. Don't I deserve some respect? I mean, you haven't proven yourself to be an alpha just yet. Anger builds inside of you. Threatening to burst, you feel as out of control as you did when you first transformed. You storm across the path, then freeze when you hear a twig snap. You sense another alpha approaching and sigh. I'm taking a walk, okay? I'm cooling off, I swear. And when you turn, you see Ryan, of all people, holding his hands up in surrender. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb your seething rage. You sigh, a little disappointed that Channing didn't come after you to check up. Ryan frowns. You don't exactly seem thrilled to see me. I was just hoping you were Channing. Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm sure he would have come, but he had his hands full with your pack. I only have one subordinate to talk to, Channing at 3. You understand, right? And you followed me into the woods because I want to apologize for Posey. Like, she's not a bad person. She can be a bit of a hothead. And, well, I have sort of a gentle parenting approach to being an alpha that doesn't always work. You can't help but laugh at the image that puts in your head. Gentle alphing sounds like such a oxymoron. Haha, you're not the first person who said that. I'm just not cut out for the whole tough guy stuff. Ryan gives you an odd, appraising look that makes your hair stand on end. Say you were me. Say you were Posey's alpha, and you were dealing with her constant aggression. What would you do? I mean, how would you deal with a wolf like that? You consider the question carefully, weighing the possibilities in your mind. I would redirect her anger. If a wolf is angry all the time, then they need somewhere to put all that anger aside from the other wolves. I'd put her on a hunt or patrol, let her tire herself out. Hate to break it to you, Tal, but you're thinking like an alpha already. I know, it's a curse. You know, he's trying to reassure you, but all it does is make you more confused than ever, and you sigh. This whole thing is a mess. I'm not supposed to be an alpha, let alone think like one. Ryan hesitates and touches your shoulder lightly, his expression sympathetic. I'm sorry, Tal, for real. Must be tough going through this without your pack support. It makes you think they don't support me. Oh, I just meant, well, challenge your alpha. You can't talk to Lupe, Kala, or Ash about your possibly being their alpha too. It'll just confuse their instincts. Your heart sinks. You hadn't even thought about that, but your friends must feel torn in 2 different directions. This sucks, but the truth is, you might make people think you want to overthrow Channing. I wouldn't do that. Channing's my soulmate. I would never do anything that might put him in danger or undermine his authority.
You know, I know that, you know that, Channing knows that, but an alpha's influence is strong. Your presence is confusing your pack. You have a dominant aura now, and they're
confused about who to obey. Ryan, what the hell am I gonna do? I don't want them to be scared of me. He hesitates, giving you a searching look.
I know you don't know me well, but I have an knack for dream stuff. It's one of my heightened abilities. If you want, I can put you in a meditative state that might help you sort some stuff out.
Does it involve fungus of any kind?
Oh, give me a break. Y'all up in the Pacific Northwest have way more of a rep for that kind of thing. No, this is all Wolf. If you trust me to help you, I can guide you through your own mind.
I mean, Native Americans didn't... Listen, they were in the West/South. And they got plenty of ways to go woohoo off in the dream world, let's be honest. I know well enough that wolf dreams are always symbolic. Maybe exploring my own mind is a good call. Meditate with Ryan.
Yama, like you put your mind in a state.
Okay, sure. I'll try anything at this point. Take it away, Sandman. He chuckles at your dumb nickname, then reaches out, taking your hand gently in his.
Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be pretty straightforward, okay? I need you to close your eyes for me.
And count backwards from 10. I was hypnotized once at a fair. I know the drill. Ryan scoffs playfully at your flippant tone, but doesn't seem offended by it, and you shut your eyes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think I could feel weightless, really. You feel weightless all of a sudden, like you're floating in midair, and then... What the... Suddenly you're standing in a room with 3 doors. Ryan is standing beside you.
Pretty dope, isn't it? I told you I'm good at this stuff.
You grin and turn your attention to the doors in front of you. They all give off different auras, somehow. It's weird, but each of these doors reminds me of a different person or people.
That's the first part of the exercise. You should pick the door that calls to you most.
Well, then I'll pick the door that... Okay, so this is a dream that's about you, or your question, or... You know what, I'm just gonna pick a door that feels most like me. Why not? You go to the door that's probably the best, or least appealing. One that makes you feel confused, but hopeful. I have a complicated relationship with myself, but I want to get to know me better.
I think that's a valuable perspective. Get it connected with your inner alpha before anything else.
You're comforted, strangely, by Ryan's straightforward assessment. You take a deep breath and then open the door. You open the door, and when you find yourself on top of a beautiful mountain peak with a gorgeous view. Whoa, this is a hell of a lookout.
Oh, it's exactly why I picked this spot. It'll give you a good vantage point for what's below.
You look down over the precipice and your heart skips a beat at what you see. Channing, Kala, Lupe, and Ash are all standing in the clearing in their wolf forms. This way, everyone. Follow me closely and don't dawdle. Yes, Alpha. Of course. We'll be right behind you.
Just lead the way, boss.
You watch, smiling, as they all trot off into the woods, but pause when you see another wolf walking off alone. Is this another test, or is this some Ghost of Christmas Future thing?
It's nothing like that. Just pick who you want to follow. Your pack or yourself.
I mean, you're trying to understand yourself, so... You follow yourself through a winding path, you and Ryan floating along as if by magic behind this, your wolf form. You find your wolf form standing near the edge of a waterfall, gazing to your own reflection. You're startled when your wolf self snarls at a reflection and whines, laying near the water. Why do I look so lonely? I should have followed the rest of the pack.
But you didn't. You came here instead. What does it tell you about yourself?
That I'm trying to understand myself. That's the whole damn point of this, right? It tells me I'm trying to find myself. I came here because I need to learn who I am outside of the pack, my true self.
That's an interesting analysis. I think I agree with that. You're becoming more independent.
So I feel a swooping sensation. Everything goes white. Flashbang! You're floating through pure nothingness for a split second until you feel your feet land on hardwood flooring. This is my room back at Alpha House, back home. I stare at your bed. There are 3 items placed on the mattress as if intentionally.
A hand mirror, a stuffed animal, and a red rose.
Let me guess. I grabbed the item that calls to me, right?
You catch on quick. Go on, take your time.
Red rose, hand mirror, stuffed animal. I know it's choices. And I know none of this means anything. If only it did! Because, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm going, I'm really thinking about this one. Then I'm like, it's choices. Stuffed animal. You pick up the stuffed toy, cradling it in your hands with a soft smile.
With everything that's happening, you're searching for comfort, security. You want to feel safe.
You raise your eyebrows at Ryan, grinning crookedly at his psychoanalysis. How is it you know me this well already? Because you're literally just, it's called people watching.
I don't know. You're giving me all the clues I need through your own choices.
The dream starts to go fuzzy at the edges, and then Ryan sighs. He offers you his hand again.
Come on, I'll give you a lift back to reality.
Was she napping? Suddenly you're awake again, the fresh mountain air hitting your nose. You open your eyes blearily. That was an intense experience, I'll give you that.
Yeah, can't argue with there. You did amazing, though. Your choices were really refreshing. Do you feel like you know yourself better than before? Do you feel more, like, at ease with yourself?
Not really. No. We didn't solve shit. You think about it for a long moment and smile, nodding. I do. I really do.
No, I don't.
You squeeze. You squeeze Ryan's hand gratefully, earning a crooked smile back from him.
Oh, happy to help, Tal. Seriously, anything you need, I'm around.
Suddenly you sense an overwhelming dominant presence and turn to find... What the hell is going on here? We were making out. You glance to see you and Ryan's intertwined hands and hastily retrieve yours, horrified. This looks bad. How am I supposed to explain to Channing that nothing happened? You do just that. God, it's so hard, isn't it? Just being honest and open with people. I know. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember that if you did enjoy, to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. Aside from that, yeah, no, Happy New Year. It's 2025. Woot. And guess what? Doing choices on New Year's Day. I'm such a party guy, aren't I? I do it for all of you. Seriously. That's why I do the content. All of you. That's it. At the end of the day, I have become disinterested in choices. Let me know your feelings on that too, because I know a lot of you have. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.